This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Elliott on first down to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And we look at this offense now, and Zach Martin will be important for this team today.
He's so good, Brandon, that you can play him at any position in the offensive line, and I think he's a Pro Bowl player at each spot.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Yeah, come on. Ricky. Let's go.
On second down, Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Back in Arizona is outside linebacker Terrell Suggs, who played his college ball for Arizona State before going to the NFL and playing for the Baltimore Ravens for the bulk of his career. Now entering his 17th season, 7 times as a Pro Bowler, 1 time as the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He can still wreak havoc on all offenses.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Murray now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Fighting him off.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, got tight left, tight end left.
They'll look to throw. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On first down, Elliott trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Check pass, check pass.
On second down now, it's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Back now comes the Arizona Cardinals offense. It seems like we've talked a lot this year about their start at the beginning and then that 6-game losing streak. Remember, they were 3-3-1. Then they lost the 6 straight to really derail what was a once promising year. But this is probably the season that most people expected. Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback. Kyler Murray, though, showing some promise and continuing growth down the stretch. Of course, Larry Fitzgerald, so reliable out wide, climbed into second on the all-time receiving yards list. Defensively, Chandler Jones near the top of the league in sacks. And Kenyon Drake running the football, really been a revelation for Arizona. So some bright spots this year, although not the season, the finish ultimately that probably this fan base was hoping for, but something to build on going forward.
Let's go now. 60 outlaws. 54. Rip right.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
In your face.
From the 38, Murray, and he finds Fitzgerald. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Arizona.
Ready? Hey, hold on. 48, come on. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You see me?
A first down carry here for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd down, Murray, and able to find Kirk complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw caught here by Bird. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Hey, you go back to 48 right now. Let's go.
Here's Murray from midfield. He gets this one to Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Back to throw now in his own end zone. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Mike to 59. Focus, defense, focus.
Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Okay, ready. 43 is the mic. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And an alley to run. And a loose football. 2-0 after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Just like that.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Set up.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
The Cowboys take over first and
All
10.
day, baby, all day.
Their own 20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well
Point
done.
A, B, and C.
This is Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Bound to lose one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got him.
Back to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. And an alley to run. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs. because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas. Both both quarterbacks and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Murray now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Ooh, with a juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to roam now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. This to Jarwin. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll roll him out right, and he's going to keep it here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 4. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football, but when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Ready. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Hey. 4 down. Ready.
On second down, here's Murray. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they start the second half with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Set. For the bench. 48 Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, he finds his man Johnson. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check, ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to regain the lead. And all about time. timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.